Hey, what's up guys? Galaxy Gaming here. We are showing off a video of a flawless run at the Crota checkpoint on hard mode. And I'm rolling with a level 31 Warlock. And shows you do not have to be level 32 to do this raid. And joining me with this video is my good friend Kyle Chance. Introduce yourself, Kyle.
Hey, I'm Kyle, and I'm glad to be here today.
Alright, cool. So as we get here to this first part, you'll notice that green wall disappears after a certain time period. There is a way to time that. I know a lot of people worry about that part. There is a way to time it. From the moment Crota grabs his sword with two hands, you can count down from 5, and you'll get it every time. So that way you can get a couple hits. And another little tip, there is a glitch. It has not been patched yet. You can get a lot of heavy ammo. What you have to do is you have to have an icebreaker, and if you deplete all of your primary ammo, like if you have the Vex Mythoclast or something like that goes through really quick, before you all step on the pad, get rid of everything in your primary ammo, so it has 0 primary ammo and 0 heavy ammo, and then switch to your switch to the icebreaker, and then if you get kills with the icebreaker, every single ammo drop will be heavy ammo. So that's a good way to get heavy ammo. And then if you drop more than you can hold, it'll be waiting for you there if you want to come back inside after Crota's moving or something, and it'll only disappear if you have to completely wipe.
Now, Tyler, as an untrained observer, such as myself, what am I looking at right now?
Well, what you're looking at right now is we are at the last checkpoint on the Crota's End raid for Xbox One in the Destiny game, and here I am. You see me picking up heavy ammo that's dropped, and that is the crystal right there. I'm not really sure what the crystal does. I just know that it's a big part of the raid, and basically there's this back starting area, and this whole back starting area is where you will spawn in for this checkpoint. And I know there are a lot of strategies teams use for this checkpoint, but what we used was the middle strategy, which is basically we go out to the middle here, and we wait for the sword bearer to spawn.
All right.
Yeah, the sword bearer is that red dude right there. You can see his arm.
Oh, yeah.
And the point is, the way the system works is you have to bring the sword bearer down so that you can pick up his sword, because he's bearing it, and then you get it. And you have one person go get the sword. As you can see here in just a little bit, we go out and get him. You get one person to go get the sword. He's running out right now. And just a little tip, throw a bunch of grenades into the middle there to cover your sword bearer picking up the sword. And then he's going to run up to the side there.
Oh, man.
And we are going to lay into Crota, because you have to take down his shield. And once his shield is down, he'll kneel down like that, and your sword bearer will have a chance to hit him, because you can only do damage to him with the sword. So as you can see, his health bar is a little bit down. And we always try to get at least 2 goes at it in there, so we all fired onto there, and then as soon as you get 2 runs at him with the sword will despawn, so you guys have to lay back, and this is all timed. So Crota's going to move over to the right there. You saw him slide over to the right. We all went to the left side of that middle platform, because if you all sit there, you can't get attacked. The boomers on the sides and the back corners, they won't get you, and Crota can't shoot you or anything. You're safe here. Basically, what we're doing is we're just waiting it out until he gets back to the middle, because when he's standing on the middle there, that is when it's easiest to strike him.
That's when you'll make your move?
Yeah, that's when we make our move. Alright, so just a couple other tips and things. From the moment you clear all of those enemies from that beginning part, as soon as someone steps outside of the door, a timer starts. And that timer has to do basically with the whole setup of this checkpoint. It times the ogres. The ogres are going to come in, and that usually plays in at about after you've got 2 runs at him. And aside from that, it also has to do with, as you can see, oh, he just moved back to the middle there, so we are moving back to that middle platform, and we are going to start taking down the sword bearer. See, we're taking him down, health going down.
Time to bring the rain.
Yeah, bring the rain. So, okay, so he dropped the sword, and again, we all chucked our grenades in there. That helps the sword bearer out a lot, because on hard mode, you have no health regeneration. Okay, and just another little side note, right now I'm running with the Song of Iruyut, which is a heavy machine gun. And what this does is, while your teammates are putting rockets into them, you need to have like 3 people with heavy rockets. While they're putting rockets into him, there's obviously a gap in between when the rockets hit him and when and what other things are hitting him. So his shield will actually regenerate if you wait too long to do damage to him. So if you have the heavy machine guns going at the same time as the rockets, it is basically a little help there that his shield won't go back up, because that can mess up the whole timing. And as you can see there, I picked up some heavy ammo on my way in there. This is after you've gone 2 runs at him. You all go back into this side room, because the ogre is going to spawn right underneath our feet. And this is a lot more effective than going into the back middle, because on hard mode there's a gatekeeper waiting back there, and it's really hard to kill him. So we just go to this back corner, and we're essentially waiting for the ogre. There's the ogre.
That's
they
the
spawn.
ogre.
Yeah, there's the ogre. Okay, so we all take him down really, really fast, because he's tough if you let him survive.
Kind of ugly too.
Yeah. Okay, and so now we drop down, and the video is not going to be the greatest here because I'm a 31, so I'm staying back. We're playing it safe. But you can see the ogre spawns in the middle there, and the rest of your team gets up there and tries to take him down as fast as possible. And because basically after you've gone 2 runs at him, you have to beat the ogres, because it's a timed event. They come out, and so you defeat the ogres, then you can get your 3rd and final strike on Crota. Just a little note about the as far as the hit points of Crota, it takes 18 sword hits for him to down, and we had a little bit of trouble with it, but it's either 14 or 15 that he enrages, and once he enrages, obviously the Oversoul spawns, and a lot of things spawn. So after you beat the ogres here, just a quick sidetrack, after you beat the ogres here, you have to all try and dash right back in, but it's tough because there's a ton of thralls. Now we got lucky. We had a flawless run. No one died, and we were pretty shocked. This is after a lot of attempts. We all made it back into this little middle room here, and so basically the next hit is hit number 14 on Crota. So we're going to hit him, and he's going to become enraged, and the Oversoul is going to spawn, and all of this, it's basically all hell is going to break loose. And what you do is you have to ignore that. You have to try and take down Crota as fast as possible and get those hits in, because you have to beat him before the Oversoul kills you. So it's a really tight time frame, but it's what you got to do. So what were we talking about earlier? We're talking about the ogres and the checkpoints. He enrages at 14 or 15, 18 to kill him. So if you do 3 runs of 6, that would be 18. I was showing my buddy here where the orbs of light were. He was looking for orbs of light. That's one way to regenerate health. I was dancing.
You're breaking it down.
I was breaking it down.
That was some sick moves.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's thank you, Bungie. It's one of the few good things they put into this game. Oh, I know what I was talking about. The health regeneration is prohibited in the presence of Crota. So I would recommend having the helmet, or if you're a Titan, have that armor that converts orbs into health. Also, it's nice to have a balanced team of some Warlocks and some Titans, because the Warlocks have their self-revive that they can use, as well as the Titans can spawn bubbles, which help immensely with shields, and it can also give you weapons of light, which takes down Crota's shield really a lot faster. So those are all things you can do to help yourself get an edge on Crota. Obviously, this is a really hard, really tough run. Not a lot of people have been able to beat this on hard mode, let alone with a couple 31s on their team. So here we are, we're going out for the final run. This is about our 3rd try getting to this point, but we'd been playing for a couple hours. And so, as far as the bouncing, a couple Warlocks, a couple Titans, and at least one Hunter, because they have an invisibility perk that allows them to go up there and take swings at Crota without him, obviously slicing him in half. So here we are, we're really desperately trying to get the sword bearer down. He was kind of being a little sneaky with us. He scooted off to the side there a couple times, and chucking grenades out again. That helps a lot with the sword bearer. He's going up and getting it. And here we are going in for our last one. You'll see after he takes one swing at him, he'll go enraged, and the Oversoul spawn, and stuff just starts spawning everywhere. So here we are taking down his shield, and there he goes down, and we hit him. Boom. Boom, enraged. He's enraged now. The Oversoul is spawning. Hell is starting to break loose, and you have to ignore it. You have to keep pushing on. So we push through his ammo. We get his ammo down. He takes a couple more swings at him, and then boom. As you see there, the items drop, and we have defeated Crota on hard mode. And this was actually is kind of a special run because we did it flawlessly. Like, no one died in the entire run, which is impressive because you get no health to regeneration or anything. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment the video, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hope we were able to help, and happy hunting with Crota.